Hey, how's everyone doing today? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of me reading a few Bible verses, we're going to be reading an entire passage. So I want you to follow along in the captions to read along with me. But we're going to be reading out of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 through 8. And it says this: "For everything there is a season, a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to throw away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for war, and a time for peace." So I know this reading today is a little bit longer than what we're used to, but I still wanted to bring it to you all today for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think it's an interesting passage. Number two, I think it's important. And most importantly, I think it's crucial for us to understand. It's a crucial part of our lives. It helps us put our head on straight. It helps us have an even and clear mind going into every single day, every single season of our life. If you don't remember anything that I said, I want you to remember the title of this passage. And the title of this passage is "Everything Has Its Time." You need to understand. Look at everything that I said. For example, I said war and peace. I said love and hate. What are those? Those are a pair. Everything that I said comes in two, but they're opposites. And why is that interesting? Why is that important for us? Because everything was a good and a bad. I want you to know right now here today that if you are experiencing good, there is a bad that comes along with it. And at the same time, when something is bad, there is something good coming on. And I want to let you know right now that if you're going through a time of temptation, a time of struggle, a time of doubt, a time of evil, you need to know that goodness is on the horizon. That in this time of struggle, you are learning, you are adapting, you are growing in your faith, and you are preparing yourself for that good time to be able to share your story. But at the same time, if you're going through a time of a fruitful season, a time of happiness, do not get complacent, because evil is on its way to tempt you. So I want you in all seasons, good or bad, to armor yourself with the armor of God, that we may be able to be warriors and ready for every situation. If you agree with that, type amen in the comment section right now and hit the follow button if you want to join me on this journey of faith.